Hey everybody, welcome to All Elite Wrestling Dynamite. Happy New Year's. We are on season 7, episode 3. We don't know where they're live at tonight. I'm John, aka the Video Game Lord. Michael Paul will be right there in a minute, so please stay tuned for Michael Paul. And speaking of the devil,
Heidi ho, bitches, how are ya? Michael Paul back with you. I know it's been a little bit, but I've got some news, but I'll make this fast. Also, I want to say thank you, but I'll get to that in a minute. Number one, to my girls, as I always say, are you going to count off or
just go with it?
Okay. To my girls, Christy, Crystal, Megan, and Amanda, Mackenzie, Noah, and Caitlin, thank you all so much. You've been for being such a wonderful part of my life. Mwah. Mwah. I love you all so much. Thank you for being part of it. Noah, we haven't talked for a few days. I'm sorry. I don't know why that is, but hopefully we can do some catching up tomorrow. Also, again, Crystal, I know it's been a while, but honey, that's because I've been sick, okay? That's the only reason. And having said that, I not only thank all of you specifically for being such a wonderful part of my life, but I may have said it before, but thank you all so much for your concern, your thoughts, your prayers, your concern. Very, very appreciated, but I'm fine. I have to go back one more time for one more checkup to one more x-ray to make sure the pneumonia is all in the, that I'm make sure that I'm all clear, as they say in the airlines. But for the most part, everything's good. I've rested. I'm done. I'm back. And I said I had news. Wait a minute. Do I have news? Hold on a minute. I did have news, but oh yes. Number one, can somebody explain this to me? Donald Trump has been convicted. He is now a convicted felon. However, he is not going to do any time, and the inauguration will go ahead as planned next Monday. Yet if this were anybody else, we'd be doing time. So how is this justice? I don't get it, but maybe I'm not supposed to. I had one other, oh yes, for those of you who are fans of The Upshaws, starring Kim Fields, Mike Epps, and Wanda Sykes, season 6 is now streaming on Netflix. So if you're a fan of The Upshaws, don't forget to check that out. And it's wonderful that Raw is 3 hours commercial free. However, they fade to black for 5 seconds and then come back. What sense that makes, being that it is commercial free, I don't know. Also, AEW has started on Max and simulcast on Max and TBS, also Max and TNT. I don't know if their pay-per-views are going to stream on Max, but I guess we're soon to find that out. At any rate, right now is All Elite Wrestling Dynamite, of which we are 23 minutes in. Sorry for the late start, but as I said, I was catching up on season 6 of The Upshaws, but I only have one episode left, so I can watch that after the show. At any rate, I'm Michael Paul. That's John Batcher. Thank you for being with us. Let's go to Dynamite.
They're at the Andrew J. Bradley Music Center in Cincinnati, Ohio.
We are in Cincinnati, Ohio, the birthplace of John Moxley, John Goody.
We have our gargantuan program in store for you. It is wall to wall action here tonight
Even Tyler Cook and Miss Alicia are from Ohio.
Tony Schiavone, Excalibur, and Taz.
Yes. My boy, where the fuck has he been?
This show is loaded. Can't wait. We're rocking and ready. Let's go. Fired up. We are ready to get started, advance. Here's a taste of what we have in store for you tonight on Maximum Carnage.
If I do it, I'm gonna spill. I don't. And then they would make it at the end of it.
Somebody needs to come out and stop
See, one of the good things about starting late.
AEW to be a place where people took initiative. Well, guess what, Mox? I took initiative. I won the casino gauntlet.
Hobbs will challenge for the AEW Championship.
I stood up to you, you backed away, you cowered out. Mox, I'm gonna make you my bitch.
And hey,
Cincinnati,
I
Ohio.
may not be back on the board, but as far as I'm concerned, as of today, it's prime time. Okay, never mind.
You haven't seen anything yet. I'm gonna choke your ass out. There is only one guy in professional wrestling. I'm back. If I'm not in this ring,
Oh yeah. Oh, that's what I forgot. I didn't watch, but last Wednesday was the return of
Kenny Omega.
Oh no. You mean Kenny Omega? Kenny Omega. That's what we meant, right? The executive VP is back in the ring. Oh, that's the dude that was in
Impact Wrestling?
Yes, Impact, exactly.
Not just that. Lance Hoyt was also in Impact Wrestling.
Yeah, I know Lance Hoyt, but didn't Lance Hoyt pass away? No, that was
We're gonna lose a few house radio from
Oh,
that.
my
Join us at the announce desk.
I'm sorry, son. What are you talking about?
We're gonna lose viewers.
Well, come to our house then if you can come to the.
Fine, here's your charger. If you make my computer die, we just got back on the
God
air.
damn it. Will you just chill? Jesus.
Just take your computer charger back. Sorry, Michael. Just take it
do
back.
whatever you have to do, son. Just there you go. And you need to chill. God damn.
Sorry,
Didn't
Michael.
Miss Jones already talk to all three of you about that? See, this is the shit I was getting tired of. God damn it.
Back to AEW.
Why don't the three of you just blow the fuck up and then we'll all be happy? God,
Who's that?
I don't know, boy.
Wait a minute.
Oh, they're in Texas. No, they're not in Texas.
They're in Texas in July.
Oh, god damn. I knew that.
Kenny Omega.
Oh, fuck. I didn't know it was right at the...
I thought it was going to be Hook versus Brian Cage.
I thought they were going to build it up for him to come back at the end. Oh, fuck. He's actually going to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck it ain't. He's going to fight. Or has he been fighting?
In New Japan, he did, but not in AEW.
So this is his first night fighting at AEW.
From his injury, remember what happened?
Oh, motherfucker.
So what the bang?
Oh, Tony just said it's been, who knows, I didn't know how long he said since Kenny's been in an AEW ring.
And as Taz and I mentioned, we're joined here at the announce desk by Don Callis. And Don, see, cowering behind the Murderbach monster Lance Archer. I think
Also, I missed the first two episodes, but now Thursdays and HCW on CBS, you can now see the all-new Hollywood Square.
It's on right now.
No, tomorrow. It's on Thursday. And tomorrow night is episode 3. I missed the first two, and I can't find them on demand.
That's an important match, guys, in the career of Kenny Omega, which has been one of the greatest careers that we have seen in all of wrestling. Kenny mentioned the fact that Kenny Omega out of action for all of 2024 this match. 13 months more.
Instead of 8, 7, 7, 4, 9, 8, 10.
Kenny Omega compete. He is one of the most
And Dorothy and Andy with them only
wrestlers in all professional wrestling. Former AEW World Champion. The first non-Japanese wrestler to win the G1 Climax tournament in New Japan Pro Wrestling in the 30 years of this history. This man has done it all, Taz. No, he absolutely has. And one major thing, he's a pioneer of AEW, was one of the men that helped start this company. And right now, he's trying to take out that big wheel, that leg of Brian Cage. And listen to the fans, they are right behind him. He made his return in the ring in Japan recently, but this is the first time in an AEW ring, and he's going up against Brian Cage, who's going to try to take him apart. But we've seen Kenny go through a lot. We saw it last week when Brian Cage struck Kenny Omega in the abdomen. He's had the surgery for the diverticulitis. More than a few feet of his intestine removed, and Cage honed in on that instantly, going after what is a perceived weakness.
Oh yeah, Block had
What else would you do? I mean, this is professional wrestling. You target a weakness. You go after it. Kenny Omega is bloodthirsty, and he's paying right now for what he did to me last week. I agree with you, by the way.
I don't
do go after the injury. That's the right thing. It's to show his power.
but he will
I want to tell you, I used to manage the Machine Brian Cage, and he was on the cuffs back then of being the world champion.
And then
I gotta tell you, man, you've taken
surgery like 2
heights
weeks
right now.
after
He's
this.
looking amazing.
If I had been in that position, I would
Sometimes,
have
as you know, the
backed
secret is just getting the talent to listen to you. And I think Brian and I had a breakthrough, and he's got a chance to destroy Kenny. What is this now? Cage was going after the midsection, jamming his shoulder into the ribs, into the abdomen of Kenny Omega. Omega with that front chancery, but Cage too powerful, just hoisting Omega up and over his head. Now Cage starting in the corner, once again, lariat. Brian Cage is so big and so
I got
strong.
other news
We
too,
haven't even
but
scratched the surface, and he's taking it all tonight on Kenny Omega.
I'll talk about that.
Now the hammer throw into the corner. Kenny sent in hard, but the boot awaits the jaw of the Machine, Brian Cage.
Come on, Kenny. Come on,
Yeah,
Kenny.
a bit of a stumble there, but it's all right. Cage, powerbomb. That's the problem, and I think Omega knows you can't deal with the power of Brian. You've got to use your athleticism, which Kenny Omega just did. You got to watch Kenny here now. A reversal by Kenny Omega. The Hurricane Rana sends Cage retreating to the outside, perhaps a spot of blood. Yeah, if you knew to AEW, to Don's point, you got to watch Kenny here because Kenny Omega can fly. He's insanely athletic, guys. As we know, he's a daredevil. He can do a little bit of everything. Kenny Omega. He's going to dive right on Brian. Wait a second. There we go. Big man. Yeah, from also Don Callis family intervening and Kenny Omega.
Lance Archer.
Oh, I don't know why you look different. Oh, okay, now I recognize
The
him, yeah.
distraction definitely helped Brian Cage.
You know why I didn't recognize him? Because I'm so used to usually when I see it's him with Jake the Snake. Because Jake wasn't there, and because he had his back to it. That's why I didn't see him.
And plus, remember that he used to be with Christy Henry?
Omega and Cage.
No, when they were the Rock and Wave Infection.
No. When was that?
2007, 2008.
You gotta stay on him. You can't wait. I
So I'm
agree. You
lucky
gotta
if I
stay
remember
on
2
Kenny.
weeks ago
He'll show you
in
he's tough.
2007, 2008.
Once again, maneuvering Omega head first into the apron. Well, I must say, you're more animated and more into this than I've seen in a long time. I want this whole Kenny Omega thing over with. Cage now. Wait a second. Slammed the door, announced it. that's exactly the problem. And now Archer, while the ref is dealing with Brian Cage. Look at this! Look at this! Don Callis hits shots! Don Callis, he breaks his hand. That's Kenny Omega struggling here, fans. Stick with us for the next 90 seconds as the action continues live on Dynamite. There's a shift happening.
That's really stupid that they always got a picture-in-picture.
You see?
Oh, I remember what else I wanted to say. I'm sorry. I remember what else I wanted to say. For fans of the late King of Pop, Michael Jackson, if you're not, Michael has not been forgotten. This is, in fact, as I've heard it, according to, I believe it was people.com, this is going to be the year of Michael, okay? Because it's going to all start October 3rd. It'll start over the summer with a Michael Jackson documentary exclusively on Netflix, which is called Michael. There's going to be new Michael Jackson music released that was recorded. I don't know anything about it other than the fact that it's music that was recorded between 1988 and 1991 that was never released, that is going to be released now. And also an old Jackson 5 album is going to be released by Motown. So it will, plus October 3rd, Michael, starring his nephew Jafar Jackson in the title role, will be released October 3rd. And it actually all starts February 1st in Sarasota with the Cirque du Soleil Michael Jackson tribute, which I will be at. So if they say this is the year of Michael, now you know why. Unreleased music coming, a biopic, Cirque du Soleil, and an old Jackson 5 album that will finally be released. And it all starts February 1st.
Wait a minute. Michael Jackson, the Cirque du Soleil is coming to Sarasota?
Yes. And my mom and dad got tickets for all of us to go. My mom, my dad, my brother, and I, as a belated, which means late, birthday present.
Ah.
Yeah. So that's February 1st. And I would have loved to take Noah because I know Noah's a huge Michael fan too, but it's too late. He already got these 4 tickets, and he'd say, I'm not spending any more money on anybody else. If somebody at the Haven wants to pay for Noah to go, they can pay for it. So that's why I didn't say anything. Sorry, we'll get back to the show now. I just wanted to mention all the Michael Jackson stuff coming up.
Welcome back to Dynamite Maximum Carnage, the in-ring return of Kenny Omega and All Elite Wrestling thus far being spoiled by Brian Cage and the Don Callis family, almost in equal measure. What a special night for Brian Cage. This feels like one of the biggest matches, the most important match. And now Cage the cover, the inside leg is hooked, but Omega breaks free. That we've had a long time, maybe forever here in AEW. Can Kenny Omega mount a comeback? No. Can he be successful? No, he can't. Being out of all of 2024. You cannot go in against a guy with Cage's size and power, coming off a near life-and-death diverticulitis situation. Cage is going to rip those intestines right out of his body if he gets a chance. I would say most people would agree, but most people are not Kenny Omega. Yeah, Omega, an athlete quite like any other, stands for all the praises of Brian Cage that we've been singing. Omega, I mean, his track record speaks for itself, not only what he did in Japan, but what he's done here in AEW, aside from being the founding father of this company. Absolutely, there's no doubt about that. And you see the fight in Omega, he is just trying to stop this onslaught. Brian Cage. Omega definitely using that knee, catching Cage on the jaw, and now Omega.
Who's your money on tonight?
Hammer throw on the ramp.
Oh, it's on, John. It's just, I haven't watched this for so long that I couldn't remember who was.
My money is going to be on Will Hobbs.
Celebrates, and Brian Cage continues the assault. Well, that's power.
Yo, Brian Cage. I know Brock Lesnar's not wrestling anymore, but he wants his F5 back.
Oh, I forgot. forgot something. Apparently, there's also a new Pepsi ad with Michael Jackson. Now, I don't know if this is a commercial that was shot that was never released until now, or if it's going to be an AI Michael, but somehow there's going to be a new Michael Jackson Pepsi ad within the year, so look forward to that.
I'm gonna grab my phone in case my mom or whoever calls in a minute.
Okay, do you want me to wait or keep going?
Just keep going. I'm just watching my hands.
Oh, you're just going in the bathroom.
I've seen him in like this situation a couple of times.
Oh, I thought you were like
he's
leading
gonna
the
lose
room.
this match. You see him look at the powerbomb over the ropes. You saw how Kenny's head whiplashed. Here's another angle up right there. No, it's hard to see his head there, but yeah, his head definitely whiplashed on the mat. And Don, to your point, you've seen Omega when the chips are stacked against him or the deck is stacked against him, but Omega at that time had not suffered through diverticulitis. Is he a different athlete than the Kenny Omega you knew? He's a more dangerous athlete because for once in his life he's mentally focused. Unfortunately, that focus is
And I
not
think this
destroying me and
Monday,
this
Michael,
family.
I'm giving you the heads up.
Continues to attack the midsection. Oh, man.
I already told you already. I'm gonna be heading out with my mom on Monday.
Oh, okay.
That was a tough landing for Kenny Omega on that one as well. That pump handle. And Don Callis drops
What
a
about
headset to
Friday?
do some coaching.
We're just staying at the house,
Kenny
chillaxing.
Omega's got to reach down deep.
Okay.
And guys, I'm going to be honest with you, he is one of the greats of all time. This is so important in his career. There's no question. I'll be honest. I never thought he'd come back with a diverticulitis. I thought that was it. He came back
Come on,
stronger
Kenny Omega.
and more lethal than I've ever seen him. But this family is ready for a fight, as you're seeing tonight. Omega struggling through this match. That diverticulitis, multiple feet of his intestine removed in the surgery. This is a big mistake. You don't come back off an injury like that, get in the ring with the machine Brian Cage. I think we're going to be talking about this week.
You know what he looks like with the...
This is a mistake.
When he had his hair down, he kind of looked like Chris Jericho a little.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
The power bomb brings Cage in the hard way, and now no. It was off target, but it still landed too, and Cage able to kick out. I think the only saving grace for Cage, Taz, was the fact that that knee was slightly off target. That top rope was unbelievable, wasn't it, Taz? It was. I mean, you see right here was power bomb, and how hard that head would feel. Watch here. Watch the knee strike. Yeah, it caught him the cheek. That's to your point, not on the button, but man, it's impactful, the speed that Kenny builds up. Crowd has come alive here for Kenny Omega. This could be the knee trigger. Omega. He's gonna move. Cage in his side speed trigger. No, Cage sidesteps. Oh, brother. German suplex. Omega had to fight his way over the top. I boot into the jaw. Now Omega likes that snapdragon suplex. Cage knows that extremely well. Discus lariat duck. Omega. Look at it return fire. Here comes Omega with the knee. Get out. Oh, man. Cage is in trouble. Bang! Again. The trigger from Omega. He's got Cage reeling. I think he watched that full Nelson again. No, maybe not. I'm pretty sure for that dragon. The dragon suplex. Oh, no, not a chance. Omega could be thinking one-winged angel. Too big, too strong. He got him up. Come on, Brian. He got him up. Omega. That's impressive. He's got him up.
Damn.
Look at Angel center of the ring. Omega wins. It's over there. Kenny Omega. Welcome back, Kenny Omega. What? A gut check, if I can use that term with Kenny. A gut check to get the win here on Dynamite Max. Hold on, wait a second. Archer and that Kyle Fletcher of the Don Callis family. This is all of Don Callis' people, hence the word family, and they are going to put a beat down like crazy on Omega. Yeah, the protostar showing them who the new boss is on the block. I love this. And you see Fletcher targeting that midsection of Omega with the boots, and now that big right hand into that surgically repaired gut of Kenny Omega. Some of the fans here chanting Osprey. The guy who's entering the call. There he is, Will. What is Osprey? Unlikely allies with Kenny Omega. We saw 1 week ago the stalemate as Osprey sends Fletcher to the floor, but behind him. There you go. Drive him. Archer with the grip on Ospreay's throat. Ospreay, his agility, landing on his feet. The Enziguri has Archer staggered. And Omega connects with the knee. Whoa. Combined efforts from Ospreay and Omega to even the odds against the Don Callis family.
Don, where you been? I don't see him anywhere. Shut up, Giovanni.
Omega, Ospreay, two men that have been wronged by Don Callis. Finding common causes now. Ospreay throwing his body a conflict on the floor. Ospreay, Don Callis, how many guys you have, bro? Damn. You can't forget about the AEW International Champion, the Alpha. Konosuke Takeshita, a man who in 2023 pinned Kenny Omega twice in the span of a week, and now going at it, hammer and tongs.
Two men with a lot of history, Excalibur. They know each other quite well. Watch out from behind.
Fletcher. That snap half and half, and now the twist of the lariat. But Ospreay, the former international champion, trying to even the odds once again. Fighting valiantly, but Fletcher a shortcut the thumbs in the eyes.
That worked, and then Takeshita just dropping Will Ospreay. Too many numbers, just too many men. You're right, Taz. The numbers are just basically 5-on-1 here.
And now, they're not done here. Takeshita and Fletcher. Raging Fire, the Brainbuster. Omega and Ospreay laid out here tonight, tagged by the Don Callis family.
They locked it out. An extremely impressive outing by Don Callis family, for sure. Two massive fan favorites laid out right here. The returning and legend Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay both dropped.
A Pyrrhic victory for Kenny Omega and his Dynamite return tonight. For the Don Callis family, Kyle Fletcher and Konosuke Takeshita specifically, Tony, leaving with smiles on their faces.
And well, they should after what we are seeing after they have outnumbered Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay. You want to talk about maximum carnage? That's what Don Callis family just laid out here, maximum carnage. But it's great to see Kenny Omega win again, his 19th win on Dynamite in his career, but his first one since 2023.
And Kenny Omega victorious tonight, but at what cost? Left laying alongside his unlikely ally, Will
Wait a
Ospreay.
minute.
Tonight to
Are they
keep off
playing the
Dynamite
old
maximum
Monday Night
carnage.
Football music? Sounds like it.
Just like Don Callis. His work was guys. He's absolutely a horrible person, but he's got quite a family. Yeah, they laid out some heavy physicality in the Don Callis family. They made a statement heavy, Excalibur, with Omega and Ospreay.
And fans, we talk about what a big program it is. It will culminate in tonight's main event. Jon Moxley puts his AEW World Championship on the line against Powerhouse Hobbs, the man who 1 week ago won the Casino Gauntlet match to earn the right to challenge Mox here in enemy territory. But coming up next, a huge trios match. Private Party, the AEW World Tag Team Champions, teaming up with Mark Briscoe to take on the Hurt Syndicate, Shelton Benjamin, Bobby Lashley, and they debuting MVP.
Successful return for Kenny Omega with the international champion standing tall, Will Ospreay.
I'm not just adept at managing the affairs of the Hurt Syndicate. I am an expert in managing how much oxygen you can breathe. For the first time in 2.5 years, MVP's taking off the suit and lacing up the boots. We are the Hurt Syndicate, and we hurt people. Witness the best wrestled live
Tomorrow night it's night 2 of Maximum Carnage in Cincinnati with Collision. The deeply personal war between Hangman Adam Page and the Fallen.
Oh, also wanted to mention while we were on a break here that
You've always been a nasty.
This Monday night, which we may not be able to come to you, but this Monday night, a WWE Hall of Famer, JBL, John Bradshaw Layfield. Let me take that back. WWE Hall of Famer, now current TNA superstar, John Bradshaw Layfield, will return to Monday Night Raw to join Michael Cole and Pat McAfee for play-by-play. So check that out, 8/7 Central on Netflix. JBL returns to join Pat McAfee and Michael Cole for play-by-play on this week's, or next week's rather, WWE Monday Night Raw, live exclusively on Netflix.
Will you marry me? I hope everybody's enjoying that. You've always been a nasty freak. Will you marry me?
Practical Jokers, all new Thursdays at 10 on TBS. Set your DVR now.
Hi guys, welcome to another New York Minute. I hope everybody's enjoying Dynamite tonight right here in Cincinnati, in the heart of the Bluegrass State. But you're going to enjoy yourselves even more this Saturday on Collision as we get ready for one of the biggest, most anticipated matches in Collision history. It's going to be the Learning Tree and Jon Moxley's Death Riders versus Rated FTR, the Outrunners, and Powerhouse Hobbs.
That's a dozen, mother.
As the Learning Tree always says, size matters. Yes, it does indeed, Redwood. And we also know all about our opponents on Saturday, especially Rated FTR, because we've already shown that Cope is a dope and Harwood is no good.
What you got for Cash Wheeler?
Wheeler is a kneeler. Get it? Like he's kneeling at the feet of the King of New York?
Sick burn, LT.
And everyone's been asking, why would Moxley and Jericho tag together? How could they possibly get along? Well, I'll say this. Mox, I've known you for a long time, and I can guarantee that we're going to be on the same page. Right? That's it. Another New York Minute. Thanks, guys.
This Saturday night Collision Maximum Carnage, the Learning Tree, and the Death Riders joining forces. But right now, let's hear from the Dapper Yapper, Justin Roberts.
Ladies and gentlemen, show some love for Ricochet!
Why are they booing him? He's a heel, remember? Why? No, I don't remember that. When did that happen?
It can happen when he came to AEW.
No, because they were cheering him.
Because he turned heel. Because look.
Every single time. Oh, yeah, this was a violent attack. It was odd and awkward, but it was effective, like it not by Ricochet. But man, it was heavy violence, Shivani. Yeah, and take a look at the face of Ricochet. The fans are booing him here in Cincinnati. And it's almost like he's surprised. But I think he deserved every bit of it, to be honest with you. Well preserved. Well reception for Ricochet.
Oh, absolutely. Good call. Yeah, you're right. He kind of seems perplexed that he's getting this reaction. It's not surprising, Ricochet, but
He set a tone, in my opinion, like I talked about the violence. He set that tone. With Strickland for sure. Look at the scissors in his breast pocket.
Told you.
What are they saying?
No, told you my computer is about to die.
Oh, okay.
Should we just watch it without streaming?
Well, how much longer does it have?
20%. When it's dead, it's done.
No, I mean like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour. How much does it have?
For the percentage,
Yeah.
I said 20%.
No. How long is that 20% going to last?
5, 10, 15 minutes.
15. Okay.
Because when it's dead, it's done. That's why I needed to charge on my computer.
First, the disrespect.
So why?
What's he gonna do? Going
Why
to the
does he have
crowd?
that
Those people.
you're using this charger? I don't get it.
I have no idea. My charger is broken.
All right, so we may have to go, but
we're still going to be watching AEW without broadcasting.
But hopefully we'll see you Friday.
Maybe. Shay's just
Swerve's house.